What I'd like us to do is just bring the arms up to sky, let the palms touch, and then release the arms down, right? If you've got kids in the room with you, when those arms come up, and let those kids clap, and then releasing the arms down. So we're gonna do this with breath now. Inhale to come up, releasing down, and one more time to come up, and releasing down. Wonderful. Bringing right arm to come up, bringing the right hand on the left side of the head, gently tipping head over to right side. And then back to center, right arm to lengthen and pushing palm down. We'll come to left arm coming up, left hand on the right side of the head as we tip head over to the left. And to hold. And coming back to center, left arm to lengthen and coming down. Both arms to come up. Into our V formation. Palms back up to touch and hands down to heart. Thumbs onto the chest, bowing down, deep inhale and releasing the breath. Head back to center, arms to come back up to sky. Coming into our interlaced hands, back to the head. Stretch I do in all my classes. It's a really nice release for the shoulders, the spine. Coming to your other side. Then as we come back to center, this is where we roll the shoulder blades back, pressing the head into the hands, eyes gaze up. Head back to center, elbows in, chin down towards the chest. Coming back to center, interlace hands to come up. This is where we do our gentle twist to left. Coming back to center and gentle twist to right. And coming back to center, releasing those arms out to your shoulders and pausing here. Palms to face forward. Bringing those arms out in front. You can bring your right arm over top of the left, bringing hands to the shoulders and bringing elbows to come up. Elbows coming down, rounding spine, chin coming down to chest. To come up, to open, to swoop out in front. Bringing left arm over top of the right, elbows to come up. And then elbows to come down, rounding spine, chin down to chest. Coming back to center, opening the arms wide. The right palm coming down to the floor, left arm very loose over top of the head, and bringing that right ear to face the right side. Just holding in side stretch. Coming back to center and floating over to other side. Left ear facing left side. Bringing both arms up to sky, back into our V formation. Inhaling, palms to touch, hands down to heart center. Wonderful. Thumbs onto the chest, deep inhale, exhale, releasing breath. Wonderful. Head back to center. Someone emailed me about wrist stretch, so we're gonna do one sitting and then I'll show you another one on hands and knees. Just want you to bring your fingertips and draw them back in towards you. So just picking whichever hand, stretching out the wrist. And then you're gonna flip the palm to face out towards me and draw the fingertips back. And everyone's probably been on their gadgets a little bit more than usual, using their hands, so make sure you stretch out your wrists, bringing the other hand so the fingertips are pointing up, drawing the fingertips back, and then switching to bring that palm facing forward, fingertips pointing in. Wonderful. Arms to lengthen out to the sides, palms to face forward. Bring the palms to face up now, bringing the arms all the way up to sky. Palms to touch overhead, bending the elbows. So today we'll do the palms to face out, stretching the hands, drawing shoulder blades back, and then you're going to tip those fingertips down as you press down into the floor. Keep your elbows bent. You're going to bring those arms back up so the back of the hands touch. Pushing down. Inhale to come up. Exhale to push down. Beautiful. One more time to come up. And to push down. Wonderful. Arms all the way back up to sky. Into our V formation. Inhale, palms to touch. Hands down to heart center. Wonderful. And just roll the shoulders back. Hopefully you feel a little bit of heat generated into your arms, into the body. So just a reminder of Friday's class, 9:15, same time. We're doing Funky Pant Friday. Get those pants ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come down onto the ground. If you're already here, you're one step ahead. Keeping the legs crossed if you can. If you can't cross your legs, bring your legs into diamond shape, okay? We're going to come into the body roll again, but we're going to start a little bit differently. We're going to do an upright body roll. So the upright body roll, you're trying to keep your back flat. And you're going to swoop forward and come back. And so when you're keeping the back flat, I want you to really think about moving those shoulders and opening up the chest. Whoop. Trying to connect. And then going the opposite direction. Just leave it for a minute and see if it. And then bringing bodies back to center. I'm still here. What we're going to do now is we'll come into sitting side stretch, twisting to left, right hand to left knee, left hand back behind, looking to left shoulder. We're going to do a little bit of a forceful belly breath. So when you inhale, let the belly come out, draw belly in. And one more time, deep belly breath, and belly coming in. Coming back to center. Nice. So as we twist to the right, left hand onto the right knee, nice open chest to the right side, this nice spinal twist. Focus on belly. So belly coming out, belly coming in. Good. One more time to come out, and belly coming in. And coming back to center. Wonderful. Rolling shoulders back. So I think we'll come into a little bit of a fold here. So bringing your fingertips down to the floor. Again, I want to focus on the flat back to start. So walk your hands out, keeping your back as flat as you can, keeping your hips back. Then I want you to tuck your belly button in, and then begin to round your spine, releasing the head down. You're going to push up, flattening up that back. And then slowly release to come down. Pushing up, releasing down. And one more time to push up, releasing down. Wonderful. Walk those hands back up to the knees. Good. Rolling shoulders back. Left foot in towards the groin, right leg out to the side. If you play an April Fool's joke on someone, make sure you let me know. I love it. Right arm down to the right leg. We're going to bring that left hand to the chest. And in this position here, I always like to bring it to the chest because you're forcing that chest to open as you bring that left elbow up to sky. And you can either hold here with the left hand on the shoulder or bring that left arm up to sky. Right ear facing the right leg. Nice open chest. Gorgeous. And then as you come up, you can place your left hand onto the floor and bring right arm up to sky. And you can either hold here, or you can bring that right arm slightly over to the left side, or come up onto that left knee, bringing that right hip forward. Nice strong lines in this position. Gorgeous. Coming back down, you're gonna bring that right foot in, extending left leg out to side. Right, so left hand down to the left leg. You can bring right hand to the chest. This is where you swoop open and hold here if you want, keeping right hand to shoulder or extending right arm up to sky. Left ear faces the left leg. And if you want for a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can flex that left foot. Focusing on breath. Very nice. Coming back to center, right hand coming down to the floor, left arm to come up to sky. To hold, or slightly tipping over to that right side, or coming up onto the right knee, bringing that left hip forward. Yes, that's it. And then slowly releasing to come back down. Wonderful. Bring those legs out into our diamond shape. Just for one more stretch, then we'll come on to hands and knees. So a little bit of massage and a forward fold. So swooping hands up to the thighs, all the way down as you round spine, releasing head down. And you're gonna go at your own pace and just have that nice kind of flowing movement here with the spine. Beautiful. And then coming up to center, just one more stretch in this position of the diamond shape, bringing arms out to side as we round spine, curl the body, fingertips into touch. Bending those elbows, drawing the shoulder blades back as far as you can, almost like you're coming into your lion's breath. Opening up the chest and then rounding spine. Big spinal release and release of the breath. Inhale to open up lungs, shoulder blades, chest. Exhale, compress the belly. 2 more times to open. Exhale, compress. And then 1 more time to open. And then compressing. Wonderful. Coming up, rolling those shoulder blades back. Wonderful. How's everybody doing? Thumbs, Instagram. All right, hands and knees into tabletop position. So starting off in tabletop position, knees underneath the hips, we're going to continue with a bit of wrist stretches here. So I just want you to very gently rock forward and back. And again, you can come back as far as you want. You can come as far forward as you want that feels comfortable. And then coming back to center, fingertips out to the side, swaying from side to side. Good, and then bringing your fingertips back if you can, and gently rocking those hips back. Okay. For those of you that want to try, you can bend those elbows and come a little bit further down, bringing the chest open to floor. To push up, bringing ourselves back into table position. All right, so let's make sure you have enough room to lengthen that right leg back behind you, and then bringing that right leg parallel with the ground to start. So what I'd like you to do is bend that right knee to bring the right knee out to the right side and just do a few rotations. We're gonna work on hips right now. Hips and groin. And try and get those rotations even larger now. Good. And then what I want you to do is bring that right knee up as high as you can to hold, or to straighten that right leg out to the side. Like you're pushing that right foot in towards me, into the camera. Good. Holding. Coming back, bringing that right knee down to the floor, coming to other side. So that left knee comes up and you're circling that left knee around in one direction. Try and get those rotations a little bit larger. And then lengthening that left leg out to left side, trying to keep that left leg out high, nice strong arms. And then coming back to center into tabletop position. So a pose we haven't done in a while, it's one of my favorite poses, puppy pose. What we're going to do is you're going to keep your hips in line with your knees and then come down to the ground with your forearms. So the one thing about puppy pose is that you want to try and open your chest down towards the floor as much as possible, keeping those hips in line with the knees. You can keep your arms folded as the chest comes down, or you can lengthen those arms out in front, opening the armpits, opening chest towards the floor. The head is the very last thing to release. Holding here. Very nice, lovely stretch. Coming back up on hands and knees, opening knees wide, toes into touch. You're going to push your hips back. We're not going to come into full child's pose yet, but push your hips back as far as you can and then tense your fingertips. Keep your hips back, walk your hands out a little bit further out in front, trying to bring your belly down. And then you're going to walk your hands over to the right side and open that left armpit down to floor. Very nice. Walking back to center. Again, you're just trying to bring that belly down as far as it can come down. And then walking over to right side, opening up that right armpit to floor. And then coming back to center. Now we can release belly, chest, head down into full open knees, child's pose. And take a nice couple of deep breaths here. Really trying to get those hips back as far as you can in this position. And then coming back up onto the knees, keeping the knees wide. Bringing the hands as far out in front that you feel comfortable, and then tipping forward to align the shoulders above the wrists. So the first movement we're going to do is going to be nice and slow. I want you to bend your elbows and keep them tucked into the body and open your chest down towards the floor as far as you can, and then hold. And then see if you can push straight back up. Shoulders align with the wrists, and then taking your time. First movement was just slow motion, hips back, opening the belly and chest down to floor. Next movement, just a tiny bit quicker, still a little bit slow motion, shoulders above the wrist. Keep those elbows tucked in as you lower down, chest towards the floor. Slowly push up, shoulders above wrists, and then hips back to the heels. Lengthening out spine. So now we're going to do this but with breath. So shoulders above the wrist. Inhaling, exhale to come down. Inhale to push up. Exhale, hips back, opening up chest. And one more time, inhaling up. Exhale to come down. Inhale to push up. And hips back to heels. Opening chest, releasing in child's pose for a moment. Come back up onto the hands and knees, tabletop position, just swaying those hips from side to side. So again, lengthening that right leg back behind and bringing that right leg up as high as you can and holding. Drawing right knee forward, curling spine, head towards knee. Inhaling right leg up. Exhale, curling, head to knee. And one more time to come up. Forehead to knee. Right knee down on the ground, swaying hips from side to side. Okay, we're going to continue on Instagram. My connection on Facebook is gone, but keep going. We're going to bring left leg back. Left leg up to sky. To Instagram. We're going to curl forward, head to knee. And then bringing that left leg back up to sky. Forehead to knee. Left leg up to sky. And then forehead to knee. There we go, we're back. One more time. Leg up to sky. And coming back into tabletop position, swaying the hips from side to side. All right, so from here I want you to curl your toes under. I want you to bring your knees away from the ground and bring your belly towards the thighs. Knees are bent and tipping those hips up as high as you can. Releasing head down. Nice, relaxed shoulders. And then taking our time to slowly unravel to come up to standing position. When you've come to standing position, just rolling those shoulders back. All right. Beautiful. How's everybody doing? Good? Good? I'm just going to say a quick hello to everybody. Hi, Mary. Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone can hear me. Sorry it cut out. Come back into standing position. So a slight gap in between the feet. Nice tall spine. Bringing arms up to sky.
Is that working now, Lisa?
Yep. Into V formation.
Keeps freezing on me.
Palms to touch and hands back down to heart. Wonderful. Coming back up again into V. Palms back up to touch and hands down to heart. Good. And one more time to come up into V formation. Palms to touch and hands down to heart. Wonderful. And pushing those arms out to the sides. So I want you to push your palms out, fingertips up towards sky. And then we're going to come over to a right side. That left arm stays straight up to sky. Back to center, arms out to side, pushing those palms out. Left hand coming down, right arm to come up. And coming back to center. Sorry, we got kicked out again. Do the best we can on both we have. There we go. And what we're going to do is just bring those arms back up, palms to touch, hands down to heart. Good. Opening the stance a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Bringing your toes out into V formation, bending the knees, arms out to the sides, palms to face up. Okay, fingertips and your fingertip and your thumb to touch, bending the elbows, bringing hands up to sky. Nice centered body. Okay, we'll do a little bit of a twist to left. And coming back to center. And then twisting to right. Coming back to center. Reaching the arms out to the sides. Palms to face up. And then arms coming up to sky. Hands down to heart. And then feet back parallel. Having some Facebook problems.
We're going to be posting the high quality video later today.
Okay.
So if anybody misses it.
Yeah, I'll tell them when they come back on. All right, Instagram, you're still with me. Let's do a little bit of a sway from side to side. So feet can come a little bit wider. We're going to turn right foot out to the side and then left toes slightly facing in. Arms coming out to the sides and then slowly bringing right hand down to left leg. Left arm coming up to sky. Just holding in triangle pose, Trikonasana. Slight gaze to look up. Beautiful. Bend the right knee to come up. Coming back to center, feet parallel, bit of a sway again. Your movement from side to side. Coming back to center, bringing left foot out to side, right toes slightly facing in. and arms out to sides. So just tipping left hand over to left leg, right arm to come up. Nice open chest. And then slowly we come back up to center. Feet parallel, rolling shoulders back. All right, if you're still with me, opening up those legs into a wide stance. Bringing the right foot back out to right side. There we go. Sorry about that. For those of you that on Facebook and it keeps cutting out, we are recording this video and we're going to post this later up on our site, so you can be able to do the full video later if you're missing out those little clips. So we're coming into Warrior Two to start. Right foot out to right side, left toe slightly in, bending that right knee to align with the heel. And then bringing the arms out to sides. And I want you to gaze over at the right fingertips to hold. And you're gonna float left arm back, right arm to come up to sky. Coming back to center. This time bringing right elbow down to right thigh, left arm to come over to the right. Darn it, coming back to center. Left hand to come back, right arm to come up. Back to center. And then right elbow down, left arm to come over top. Good. And to come back to center. Feet back parallel, again, just a little bit of movement, twisting the spine. Wonderful. Coming back to center. Left foot turned out to left side. Right toe slightly facing in and bending left knee to align with the left heel. Arms to come out to the sides. So starting off in Warrior Two. Nice strong, strong body. And we'll come into a little bit of our movement. Right hand to come back, left arm to come up. And then coming back into Warrior Two as we float to left side. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm to come up to sky. Coming back to center, floating back, left arm up. To center, and then coming down. Wonderful, back to center. Let's do it one more time. Right arm back, left arm to come up. To center, and then over to other side. And then back to center. Very nice. We can walk or step our feet back into center, roll those shoulder blades back a few times. Good. So what I'd like to do is a couple forward bends. Bring a bit of a gap in between the feet, a little slight bend to the knees, and you push your hips back. You're going to fold forward into half fold. So just a relaxed knee. Then I want you to tuck your belly in, rounding your spine, bringing your head down. And I want you to bring your fingertips to the floor. So if you really need to bend your knees to get there, please do so. If you can do this with straight leg, that is fine too. What we're going to do is lengthen the right leg back and bringing that right leg just up as high as you can, or you can bring a bend to that right leg. And then try and bring your belly down towards the left thigh. Very good. Bend that left knee, just slowly release. Coming back into a bent knee forward fold, hips tipped up to sky. Lengthening left leg back, left leg to come up. Again, just as high as you feel comfortable. Trying to bring that belly down. Or you can bend that left knee. Bend the right knee to come out of the pose. Hips are up, belly towards thigh, head hanging down. And then very slowly unraveling the body to come up, rolling the shoulders. Very nice. Hands to heart center. So a slight gap in between the feet, bringing that right knee bent in front, ball of the foot onto the ground. And what you can do is just bring that right knee up, and then you can open right knee out to right side. Bring the right foot back behind you, and then right foot down to ground. Deep inhale, exhale, release the breath. Left knee is bent, bringing left knee to come up, bringing left knee out to the side, lengthening left leg back, and then bringing that left foot back down. Good. Rolling shoulders back. So one more stretch, standing, left foot onto the ground. Again, ball of the right foot onto the floor. And you pick that right knee up and either hold or draw that right knee in towards the right armpit. Left arm can reach up to sky. You can bring your pointer finger and thumb to touch. Wonderful. Coming back down. Hands to the heart, deep inhale. Exhale, release the breath. Wonderful. So the left side, you're just bringing that left knee forward to hold, or drawing that left knee in a bit closer, lengthening right arm out to side. Good. Nice tall body. And bringing that left foot down and rolling those shoulder blades back. Rolling shoulder blades back, interlacing the fingers, again, giving ourselves a nice stretch here. So slight bend in the knee. Again, we're going to come into another forward fold. Hips are tipped back. You can keep your hands either resting on your lower back or bringing those arms up to sky as you release the neck. Release the head down in this position. Belly coming towards the thighs. Release the hands down. Walk the hands up the legs, coming back into a half fold, nice flat back. Walking the hands down into full fold, and then bending the knees and slowly unraveling to come up and rolling the shoulders back. Beautiful. All right, I think we'll come down onto the knees. If you can't be on the knees, you can do this in sitting position. So just a couple stretches here. We're going to come back with those arms up to sky to interlace the fingers and hands to the back of the head. So just seeing that you're a little bit more stretched out now, coming into that side stretch, keeping the chest open, and then bringing that right hand down towards the floor. Really lengthening that right arm to come down. Beautiful. Bringing the hands back behind the head. Tipping over to left side to hold. And then bringing that left hand down towards the floor. See how long you can reach those fingertips down towards the ground. Coming back up to center, rolling shoulder blades back. You're going to squeeze your bum and come into a little bit of a back bend, opening up chest. Elbows in, rounding the spine, coming to sit down onto your heels and bringing the head in towards the knees. Unraveling to come back up onto the knees. Nice tall body. Arms to lengthen up to sky. Right hand coming to the back of the right leg, sliding it down. Bring that left arm up. Beautiful. And then bringing right arm up to sky. Left hand to slide down the back of the left leg. And then coming back up to sky. As we open into V formation, inhale, palms to touch, and hands down to heart center. Beautiful. Coming to sitting position for a moment. Any sitting position you feel comfortable in. Just Closing the eyes for a moment. You're just noticing any changes in the body with your body temperature for one, and noticing any changes in how the body's feeling. There's a lot of movement for hips, spine, shoulders. I just want to do a little bit of movement for the neck before we come onto the back. So just gentle tip of the right ear over towards the right shoulder, dropping the chin down and rolling over towards left side. And holding. And then dropping chin back down and rolling over towards right side. Good, one last time. Bring the head over to the left side and then head back to center. Interlacing the fingers, bending the elbows and rotating the wrists in one direction. And then opposite way. All right, good. So I think we'll come down onto our backs. So come down just nice and gently. And we'll do some nice stretches for the back. Some gentle twists as well. So when you come down onto your back into knees to chest pose, I want you to just gently bring your knees in towards the chest and then releasing. So it's just a very gentle movement for the spine and lower back. And then I want you to push legs up to sky. I want you to bring arms up to sky and flex the palms and the feet. And then bring knees into chest as we rock from side to side. You're going to hold on to your right knee in towards the chest, left leg extending onto the floor. And just rotate your ankle for a moment. If you want, you can gently sway your head from side to side. And then your right foot's going to come on top of your left thigh. Your left hand is going to come on top of that right leg. And your right arm's out to the side. You're going to bring your right knee over to the left. And come into a nice spinal twist. I'm just holding here for a moment. You can close the eyes. Just focusing on the breath. Coming back to center, right knee in towards the chest, right leg up to sky. Draw that right knee back in towards the right armpit, and then releasing right leg down to floor. So let's come to other side. Left knee coming in towards left armpit. Rotate that left ankle as you sway the head from side to side. And then bringing left foot on top of the right leg. Right hand on top of the left leg. And bringing that left knee over to right side. So again, nice spinal twist. Closing the eyes, just releasing and relaxing in this position. All right. Coming back in, knees into chest. Bringing those legs back up, but keeping the hands on top of your chest, shoulders to the floor. I want you to bring a point to your toes and then opening those legs wide into V formation. Legs to come back up into V formation. Inhale, legs to come up into V. And then one more time to come up and into V formation. Keep the legs in V formation, but just now bend the knees. So it's a very open, wide position for the groin and your thigh. And you're going to place your hands on the inside of the legs and gently push open. And then holding on to the inner thigh as you open back up into wide open V formation. Bring the legs back up, flexing the feet, flexing the arms, or the hands. The arms are up to sky to hold. Belly button into spine. Knees into chest, hugging knees into center, and gently rocking from side to side. So bring feet down to the floor at hip distance apart. Actually, just bring your arms out to the side, swaying those knees from side to side. Just still working on that spine. And then I want you to pick up the feet, draw the knees over to the right arm, and then to center. Let the knees fall over to left side, and then back to center. One more time each side, knees over to right arm, back to center, and then over to left side, back to center. Good, one last time, the legs to come up. This time keep your shoulders to the floor, flexing the bottoms of the feet. Keep your belly button tucked into spine, and nice and slowly begin to lower the legs down to the ground. If this is too difficult, keeping legs straight, you can bend the knees and slowly releasing down to floor. When the legs come down, just give your head a bit of a sway from side to side. And then back to center. So staying in this position as you're lying on your back. And I'm going to come into a little bit of a self-massage before we come into final relaxation. Just going to move in a tiny bit here. So as you come into your final resting position, you're going to kind of just let your body be very open. And noticing where you might be still holding tension in the body and just bringing that nice, complete release, nice opening of the body. Think of everything being very open. With your hands, your fingertips, you're going to bring them to the eyebrows and just gently massage the forehead, press along the eyebrows. And then gently massaging around the temples. Letting the fingertips come down to your jaw. And if you want, you can massage the jaw, or you can even massage your neck. Or behind the neck. And letting the fingertips come down to the rib cage. And then letting the hands massage the belly. And then allowing those hands to rest anywhere they feel comfortable, on top of the body or down to the ground. Keeping your eyes closed. Now we're just focusing on relaxing the lower part of the body. So the release of the hips, releasing of the kneecaps out to each side. And then letting the heels ground into the floor. As the lower body relaxes, just noticing now the different sensations in the body. And allowing the body to become heavier and heavier with each release of the breath. Allowing that gentle rise and fall of the belly to come to that nice calm pace. Noticing the sensations of breath. And noticing how the body's reacting to that calm breath. And again, staying in this position for as long as you need to today, or coming out of the pose whenever you're ready. Namaste. Many thanks.
Namaste.